Chillos, welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke. I'm here to give you guys that review on Loki, the season 2 premiere, episode 1. Uh, it was pretty interesting. I will say that I had to do a few rewinders because that shit. Bro, they dove right into it. They dove right into it. Like, didn't skip a beat. Like, right where they left off from season, 1. And man, they the way they're going about this shit is gonna be a lot of fucking like time difference and the present and the past and like what's you know what's current and what's not, because they did some shit in this, boy. It was only fucking 45 minutes too. Like, man, bro. So obviously Loki's he just got kicked. You know Sylvie kicked him out through that portal. He landed back in TVA place and shit, and fucking they're on his ass because they don't the time zone he's in currently. They don't have no they don't remember shit about him. They don't know who he is. They think he's just an imposter type of deal. So they're after him, Morbius and a whole bunch of time patrollers and shit like that. And then you see him jump back to his present, because that was the past in the beginning. So he jumps back to his present, and um, they know him. So he's starting to realize that he is jumping in between, different time zones, and he has to, figure out why is he doing this, and put it to a stop, because it looks very painful. I ain't gonna lie, man. It looks like, like Morbius said, it looks like he's getting born then reborn and type of deal and shit. And yeah, man, it's going, like I said, it's going pretty wild. They introduced um what's his name, Ouroboros, or Ouroboros, OB, which is old boy that played and Everything Everywhere All at Once, the husband, um, and Goonies, all that shit. He's he's like the little service dude of the whole TVA, but he also is like in charge. He wrote the whole guidelines of the TVA type of deal and how it works with the as far as all the maintenance and what manufacturing and whatnot. And he explains to them what they have to do to in order to fix Loki's time slip or whatever, that's what it's called. And they had to pretty much yank him. It's called a temporal aurora extractor. So they have to go to the temporal loom and pretty much yank Loki. Morbius has to yank Loki out of the time stream, you know, and um, get him back into the current fucking timeline that he's supposed to be in, so he won't keep jumping and whatnot. But the temporal loom, which is like the heart of the TVA, is it's raw time that's redefined in physical time into like time, the present, the past, the future, all that shit. The the shit's overloading. It's going into overload right now, and the branches are going wild. They need to fucking be reconnected and put back on the same on like the right path, the right wavelength and whatnot. And in order for them to do that, first they have to, you know, in order for them to fix Loki, first they have to do that. They have to reconnect the branches. So that's what they ended up having to do. Um, in the beginning, they also showed how fucking and in Loki's current like his present um everybody around in the TVA still don't they believe in the timekeepers, which is really the he who remains, which is really Kang and whatnot. And they're fucking General Dots and Judge fucking Gamble or whatever is questioning Morbius and Hunter B-15 on the whereabouts of Renslayer, and like just interrogating them all in the war room, and they're trying to get through their head that all this shit is a lie. The timekeepers are not real. Like, we need to put all this to a stop, and make the shit come to light and make everybody aware of all this false information that they've been believed and been told for fucking who knows how long. And then uh Loki fucking jumps right into the midst of the fucking interrogation with his little time slip shit, and he exposes the he who remains by busting down his wall and showing it's like sculptures of faces of fucking Kang behind his little pattern pictured wall. So they believe him then, somewhat, but they Loki mentions Sylvie, and they just go break all hell loose General Dots and like, oh, we gotta get her. I'm sending every fucking man in this, you know every man in this boy to go, every town patroller to go after her ass. She needs to be put to a stop. She's the doing of this and all this dumb shit. So like there's them 50-50 in believing what they said about the timekeepers, and then also trying to uh make their own belief and have some like other type of story of sense of reasoning of why this shit's happening and whatnot. And it's just it's a whole shit show now, and everything's being like I said, fucked and put to light as far as like time and their whole identities in the TVA. Because Kang, Loki even expressed that to Morbius. He said Kang erased all you guys' memories dozens and dozens of times, abundance of times. You guys, this is not your real life. Like you had at a certain point in your life, you had a real standard, normal life. You as a human being, you were not. This is not, where you're from type of deal. Like, get that out of your skull. But they're finding it hard to believe because they've been brainwashed for so long. So, yeah, man. Like I said, they're jumping right into this shit with the times and time zones and all this shit, time slips and uh, present, past, all that shit, bro. Like this is my favorite series out of all the Marvel series, and I will stand on that hill to the day I die. And I know this season's about to be even better. Like, just from that first episode, because, like, holy fuck, that shit fucked me up already, brain wise. Like, I had to keep rewinding a little bit to grasp everything that Obi was saying and whatnot, because it was some shit. It was some shit. He was breaking it down. He was breaking it down. It was a scene, too, when they showed Loki jumping to the past and talking to Obi, and Obi and getting and telling Obi he needs that fucking the temporal extractor to pretty much well, Obi told him that, in order to stop the time slip, and then in the present, Obi was like, yeah, this is something I never seen before. It's unheard of, especially through the TVA. I don't even know where to begin for extractor. And then, like I said, because it happened in the past already, and he talked to Loki, it ended up being, a thing in the present, and Obi was able, to deal with that situation. It's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god, man. It's some shit. It's some shit. I fucking love it. I love it. And then, they go to show the little post credit scene with Sylvie, and she's fucking, you know, I guess it's like 1982. Yeah, it's 1982. She's in Oklahoma, and she's entering like a McDonald's, and you know, she had a fucked up, childhood type of deal and past type of, like, she never got to experience a human, a normal human life type of deal. So for her, that first time, that was like her first time ever going into a food fast food restaurant joint and being able, to eat some nice, not nice, McDonald's is dirty, but just some warm food and whatnot. Because she said out the rip, I don't want anything that's been, that's killed, or I want it alive, or I don't want anything that's alive and whatnot. I want something that's already killed, type of deal. Because she's just been a savage all her life. She's been, on that hunting instinct. So it's just, yeah, bro. It's a lot of shit. This shit was some shit for sure. I can't wait for next week. Uh, keep tuning in, because I'ma keep tuning in. Let me know what you guys thought about this fucking first episode. Fucking leave some lights. Support the motherfucking corp. And toodles.